Hey everybody, it's Robin here. Thank you for joining me today on Oracle Rising. So I'm going to talk about some outdoor charms and protections. I've talked about like how to feng shui your home and certain crystals that you can use for protection and other amulets and charms, but we can't forget about the outside, right? So I just want to throw a disclaimer in there that I understand that not everybody has an outdoor space. You know, you might live in a condo or an apartment. So if there's any way that you can use some of these charms and amulets and protection satchels, maybe hang it over your door, you know, at the hallway to the rest of the apartment, or if you can put it on your windowsill, either inside or outside, something like that. If you have a flower box, you know, you can utilize things like that. So don't worry, it doesn't matter what space you live in. We can tweak these things to help you protect your space a little bit better, okay? So the more protected you feel, the more of an alignment and connection that you'll feel with your spirit guides. So, and of course, there's nothing wrong with warding off evil. And when I say that, it's because, you know, just the same way that there are sort of people on opposite ends of the scales and going into gray areas, there are spirits like that too. We do have negative alien races and negative spirits hanging around trying to get their hooks into us. I'm not trying to scare anybody. It's just reality, okay? So I have a few things here that will help you guys ward off evil, protect your space, and let's kick it off, okay? So dry herbs to ward off evil and purify your space. So there's a ton of different herbs out there, you guys. If you're feeling any sort of particular sensation, like you're feeling uneasy or, you know, off balance or something like that, you can look up what kind of spirit will make you feel that way, and then align yourself with the particular type of herb or even a spice. So just also be mindful here. I know that not everybody has a lot of, you know, extra money or whatever. You can pick this stuff up at the Dollar Tree. You don't have to go all out. You know, you can just do whatever works in your budget, okay? So just remember that. There's no need to spend more money than you have, okay? So I guess that could be part of the reason why so many people grow herb gardens as well, sort of a dual purpose. You can use it for cooking and it'll keep away evil or unwanted spirits, you know. And maybe you've had a ghost in your house and you're like, hey man, it's time for you to leave, and they just keep on coming back. Kind of like the cat came back, but a ghost. So anyway, that's another video. So maybe check that out, herbs and sometimes even spices and how you can utilize that. So the second one I have here for you guys, I don't mean to flip anybody off, is Rowan berries, okay? So dried Rowan berries. If you shape them into a cross or sew them onto a string. So that's really easy to put in your outdoor space. That's something you could hang on your doorway. I know lots of landlords, they have kind of weird things about what you can hang, but I think a cross should be okay. That's pretty, I guess, acceptable. Or a string, you could put it in a wreath shape on your door, make it festive. Something about the color red and the intention of the rowan berry will help to keep away negative and evil spirits for you, okay? So the third one that I have, and I absolutely love this, sorry. So anyway, is little bells, okay? Little tiny bells. You need 7 or more. You can string them together. You can put them into chimes, or you can just buy chimes. I think I even see those at the dollar store too. My neighbor has a ton of chimes outside of her house, so I don't know who she annoyed and in the spirit realm, but anyway, it's quite comforting as well. So that's something you can definitely put together, you know, no problem. And then it sounds adorable. Might not be the best idea if you have an outdoor cat, because they try to chase bells. But anyway, bells and wind chimes are amazing. They sort of just keep the energy clear by that constant disruption and that tone that they make. So it kind of gets on the evil spirits or negative energies, gets on their nerves and clears them out, okay? And I just saw angel number 444 roll by while I was talking, so that's always a good sign. So the fourth one I have here, you guys, is a broom, okay? You can keep it outside by your door. I actually have one by my front and one by my back that I just keep them outside all year round, and it's to sweep away negative energy, okay? So this does not have to be a full-size broom. Some of you might be a little bit worried about what your neighbors might think if you're getting all these witchy things set up outside, you know, that people just aren't used to. So you can just get a little decorative broom. You know, you can downsize things and put it in an inconspicuous area. I'm the type of person that I really don't care what my neighbors think, so I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and that's the end of that. And people do ask me what I'm doing, just in case you're wondering, and I'll just tell them, and they're like, okay, so it's fine, okay? Do your thing. Let other people have their own opinion. Don't worry about it too much unless you're worried about a landlord or something like that, okay? Dried garlic. This one is obvious, okay? This wards off vampires, okay? So we do have energy vampires, and I went through this real, like, phase when I was a kid, when I was absolutely, like, terrified of vampires, okay? So I kind of still believe in them a little bit, you know, so anyway, I used to actually sleep with a scarf around my neck just in case a vampire got in, but energy vampires and any other type of vampires, I was doing a reading for somebody a little while ago, and I got the word laser vampire, and I've never looked up what that is, but anyway, there's not an entity that you want around yourself, so bring on the garlic. You know, you can even sprinkle garlic if you want to. When you're using herbs and spices outside, I really want to recommend that you check the toxicity for any natural occurring inhabitants. If you got like squirrels or birds, like what would happen to them if they were to snap that up. So maybe you want to keep things in containers that are not accessible to any little, you know, adorable wildlife, and we don't want them to die just because we're trying to protect and clear our space, okay? And the sixth one that I have here is old keys, okay? Just to hang those up or put one under your mat. Like, I think it's really important to do things like that around your spaces that are energy exchanges, like your doors and your windows, okay? You could even make a set of wind chimes out of old keys. I'm talking about like the really old ones, you know, from the 1800s that were huge, but you can use any old keys. And again, you could probably go down to a thrift shop and find a bunch of old keys. If you're anything like me, you just saved old keys. You don't even know what they're for anymore. So you could use those. And again, wind chimes, you could tack one up over your doorway, put it under the mat, put it on your exterior windowsill, something like that. And I just saw angel number 808, which has been popping up for me like crazy in the past little while. So I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, guys, just some little tips to help protect and ward off negative energies that you don't want crossing your threshold uninvited, okay? So, and always, 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 I recommend sprinkling salt. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a big, huge path, but sprinkling salt, okay? And you got to watch what kind of salt that you're using. So anything that you're going to choose to use from my list of suggestions, always do your own homework, okay? And make sure it's going to work in your space for whoever and whatever is living around you. All right, guys, I'm going to bounce. Namaste. Take care. Bye.